YouTube family, what is up everyone? This is Grown B from Combo Nation, and just before the Daima Pack 2 released on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I found myself wondering what the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Adult movesets would be. And I ended up doing a breakdown for Piccolo on the Dragon Ball Superhero DLC, and so I'm going to do the same thing for the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, because one of the things that I love about Sparking Zero and the Tenkaichi series in general is how well they translate moves from movies and anime into the game. Because yeah, when characters have big named attacks like Final Flash or Kamehameha, it may seem easy on what you're going to throw in, but what about melee type, hand-to-hand brawler type characters? I think the animators had to be a little bit more creative with how they show off that character and their skills, and I think the developers have to be a little bit more creative about what they choose to actually make movesets in the game. So let's dive right into that and take a look at Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini. So yeah, massive spoilers, Goku still hasn't abandoned the Kamehameha wave as one of his abilities. So his first one is a good old Kamehameha wave. It's actually interesting to see this because we've always seen the Kamehameha wave red with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but this has been the traditional blue Kamehameha wave. And does anyone feel like this Kamehameha wave is just a little bit more refreshing? Lately, the Kamehameha waves have been real stylized. We've seen one-handed, teleportation, riding on Kefla's beam. And even in the anime, I just remember feeling good about seeing a good old-fashioned plant your feet and cock back a Kamehameha wave. Now, here's when things get a little more interesting. I didn't do this when I did the Piccolo video, but I actually want to show y'all the scene that the inspiration for this move comes from, and they literally just pretty much take it almost frame by frame. And so to me, this is one of my favorite things about the Tenkaichi series. I always talk about it as the anime experience. So the fact that they go in and they find these moments in the anime and replicate them in the game so that you feel like you're playing out these moments, they're my favorite thing. And then finally we have the reversal Kamehameha, his ultimate move in the Super Saiyan 4 Goku mini form, and again, taken just directly out of the anime. And then outside of that, stuff we're already familiar with. We have an Insta Spark called Limit Breaker, and then we have Wild Sense for Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini. And it really doesn't stop with Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku. Adult Goku is the same way. Let's check him out. Super Saiyan 4 Adult Daima Goku, his first ability is the very first move you see him do in the show. And I can even be honest, like when I first tried out this move, I was like, okay, I mean, a really strong Superman type punch. I mean, cool. And then I remembered, like, hold on, let me go look at what he was doing in the anime. And yeah, they could just make something up, right? Or give him some other cool moves from a different version of Goku, but then you're not really playing the Daima version of Goku. Like in this, you're playing that version for real. I even got to the point where I was trying to see if maybe they did kind of like cheat a little bit. Like this is just a couple of punches and a really strong kick. And I'm like, man, did he really do that in the anime? I go back and I rewatch it, and sure enough, like this is the stuff he's doing. I even thought that they might cheat a little bit and, you know, give adult Goku a few of the mini Goku's moves and just call it a day, but no. They didn't. He has his own unique stuff that he actually did in the anime, and I think that that is really cool. The last thing we're going to look at is his ultimate move, which is probably one of the best Kamehameha waves that we've seen in a really long time, especially in the anime. And so this is actually the only critique that I have over either one of those Goku's movesets. I just don't think this cinematic does this Kamehameha wave its justice. It looks really, really good in the game. It looks extraordinary in the game. But in the anime, this was like mind-boggling. I remember how hype I was just to see that this dude blew through multiple realms with his Kamehameha wave. He blew up the division between the different demon realms that nobody could cross those dimensions because they were blocked off. kind of interesting because there's parts of this that they literally got completely perfect, like cinematic wise and animation wise. They got it completely perfect. Just like this moment when he launches it and we get that view of his face and him just put like that looked perfect. And I think if they would have like either made it go through the enemy like it's doing here, instead of just having them get like engulfed in it like they do in the game, or it would be tricky because you know it'd be different based on different maps, but show it shooting like off planet, or show it shooting through a different realm, or just show it like blasting through some sort of dimension. Show it like literally blasting through just the actual space that they are inhabiting, and I would have been fine with that. I just don't think that the version that's in the game does the magnitude of that Kamehameha justice. But that is everything that I have for you. The breakdown of Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku Mini. If I was just kind of doing this for the characters that I really liked and that I was excited about, so I did it for Piccolo, then I did it for Goku. But if you guys want to see me do it for some of the other characters that have come out in the DLC, be sure to let me know and I will see if I can cook that up for you guys. Until then, if you like the video, like it. If you think someone else might like it, share it. And if you want to see more, I really hope that you would subscribe.